Welcome back to my channel for another reformer workout. I'm Allie and I'm excited to lead you through this quick Pilates reformer workout. I'm using the Mermaid Stop Pilates reformer, so I'm on red, blue, and white springs. All you'll need is yourself and your machine. So we're going to get started with one red spring. Bar can be up or down, and then we're going to start facing the back. So we're going to be on hands and knees, knees against the shoulder rests, hands against the rails, wherever you're comfortable. You want hands under shoulders, knees under hips. You're going to start with a deep inhale through your nose. Feel your ribs expand, and then exhale through your mouth, letting all that air out. As you inhale through your nose, I want you to round your back like an angry cat. Tucking that tailbone, rounding that spine, pressing through your hands and through your knees, and then sinking the belly, arching the back, exhaling. So you inhale round, exhale arch, and you're only going into a range of motion that feels comfortable for you and your body. So if you are limited in one direction or the other, you can just back off the range of motion as you need to and just come back to neutral in between. Warming up through the spine, warming up your breath, your diaphragm, expanding the rib cage. And as you round your spine, start to feel your abdominals turn on. So you're tucking, but you're feeling the ribs, you're feeling the abdominals. And on the next one, the next time you press down and around the spine, you're going to pull the carriage toward your wrists. And then as you release into that extension, you release the knees. Remembering to keep your hands in line with your shoulders. You want to be pressing with your knees and not pulling with your arms. Warming up the abdominals for our class today. Watching the neck here. We've got 5 more. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And then we're going into our last one. And you're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently releasing that carriage, widening your knees, and enjoying a child's pose here. Reaching the arms long, sending those hips back. And then from here, you're going to come on up. We're going to be in a kneeling position facing the back, and we're still on that red spring. If a red spring is too much, you could drop down to a blue and a white, or a medium and a light, or just a medium spring. We don't want this going into the neck, so that's always a good indicator if you need to drop down in springs. I'm going to come up into a tall kneeling position, but if you're worried about balance, you can just sit your bum back. Shoulders down and back, chest is wide, tailbone tucked, ribs in line with pelvis, and we're just going to start to pull from the backs of our armpits. We're going into that chest expansion, exhaling as you press back, inhaling to release. Trying to stay as wide as you can through your chest. Feels good. Again, if it's going into your neck, you want to drop down in springs. And just make sure you're going slow through the resistance. If you go too fast, the carriage might kind of jump around, and that's when you're at risk for falling forward. Now as you press the arms back, you're going to look left. Return to center, release the straps, press, look right. We're going to do 4 more like this, just looking side to side. Good, and then back to center. We're going to bring the hands in front. We're still on that red spring. Same rules apply. If it's going into your neck, drop down in springs. If being up tall is too much, come down onto your bum. We're going to pull the arms out. We're going for 10, squeezing the shoulder blades. For 9. 8, don't go too quickly, otherwise your body's gonna jolt forward. 7, squeeze those shoulder blades. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you're gonna come on down. We're gonna get rid of our right strap, sticking with that left strap, and then I'm gonna face you. So I'm facing the right side of my machine. Again, you could stay low or you can come up high. I'm on a red spring, so a little bit heavier. A blue spring is also comfortable. We're gonna go into our torso twister, so tucking that tailbone, hands around the strap. You're using your abdominals to initiate this movement. Your arms are just coming along for the ride. Keep your eyes on your hands. We're gonna go for 10 total. That was 2. Remember, your arms are coming along for the ride, even if it means less rotation. Last 5. 3, 2, 1. And then you can let go of that strap and just place it on the floor. Before we go to the other side, we're going to face the front. Hands are going to come to the bar, toes are on the carriage, pressing down through your hands and shoulders, pulling the abdominals in. You're going to hover the knees and you're going to press that carriage out, long plank. Knees come back underneath. We're going to go for 10 here. Walk the feet up if you want more of a push. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees down. And coming into another child's pose. And just stretching through the arms. Releasing that low back. And then bringing the carriage in. Can't forget about our torso twister on the other side. We're going for 10 reps. Please go at a nice slow pace. Remember, you can come up to a tall kneeling or stay low. Hands around that strap, chest in line with your arms. Your obliques are initiating the movement. Your arms are just coming along for the ride. Make sure to breathe. That was 3. Try and stay weighted through both knees. Last 3, 2, and 1. And then you can drop your strap. We are going to transition into laying on our back, and we're going to go to 2 red springs. So spot if it's up. Laying flat, and then arches of the feet are on the bar. A little bit more narrow here. Knees in line with your hip joint, hands by your side. Taking a deep inhale through your nose. Allow your ribs to get heavy. Exhale through your mouth. Next time you inhale, you're going to get heavy through your feet, and as you exhale, you're going to press through your feet to lift your hips, dumping some weight into the backs of the shoulders, and then coming back down. Trying to keep that carriage as still as you can. Just lifting and lowering at a slow pace. Keeping that tailbone as tucked as you can. Hands by your side, or if you want, they can come up to the ceiling for less support. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Feeling those glutes and hamstrings Warming up. We did a lot of upper body and core to start this class. So let's get into those glutes, into those hamstrings. Let's open the hips, especially if you're tight in your hips like I am. Really through the hip flexors. On this next bridge, you're gonna hold. I recommend having your hands by your side. From here, you're gonna bring one foot wide, the other foot wide, and then narrow and narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. We're going for 6, 5. You can do it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your legs wide. We bridge for 10 wide bridges. Squeeze the glutes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Come on down. If you need to hug your knees to your chest or sway them side to side, feel free to do so. Beautiful job. Toes come to the bar about hip width apart. When you're ready, hands just by your side. You're just pressing that carriage all the way out. Let's just get into the caps a little bit. So dropping those heels under. Still trying to engage through abdominals. And then pressing away, pulling those heels up. You drop those heels down. And you press away. You can pedal the feet so you can bend one knee as the other heel drops. That feels like a really nice stretch. Stand tall and then switch. Holding as long as you need to give your body the stretch that it needs today. One more each side. And then you're going to stand tall. You're going to keep your left foot on the bar. Your right leg comes to tabletop. Make sure that you're even through the pelvis. Do a little check-in. Left heel's dropped and we're going into a single leg press. Really important to do single leg work. Making sure the knee's over the hip here. Headrest can be up or down at this point. So I like mine up, so that's where mine's going to go. I want you to really control this movement, not rushing through it. I'm still on 2 red springs. If you want more resistance, you're welcome to add more. I think the burn will start to build soon. If you need to adjust where your foot is, feel free to. Try and keep the ball of the foot on if you can. On this next press, you press all the way out. You pause. Reach that right leg long. You flex that foot, point that foot, drop it down, and back up. And then bring the other leg into tabletop and bring the carriage in. You press, you pause, you reach, you flex the foot, point the foot, tap it down, back up into tabletop, and return the carriage. Really feeling a nice stretch through the hamstrings and into the calf. Standing tall on that supporting leg. Not rushing through this. Getting ahead of myself, we've got 2 more. Last one. But on this last one, we reach the leg long, we drop the left heel under the bar, we flex that right foot, we point and we press. We're going for 10 single leg presses. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring the other foot to the bar, bend your right knee, let the left heel drop under for a stretch. Just breathing into that stretch, switching, shaking out that left ankle and foot. Then you stand tall, left leg stays on the bar, right leg stays on the bar, left leg is on tabletop. We just start with the single leg press. So nice and slow, checking in at the pelvis' level, still keeping abdominals as engaged as you possibly can. Slow and controlled single leg press. Doing single leg work can really help you learn which side of your body might be a bit weaker and might need more attention. On this next one, we press and we hold. We do this 6 times. We reach that left leg long now. Flex the foot, point the foot, tap, up, tabletop, and down. We've got 5 more. Take that time to lengthen and feel that stretch. We're doing a dynamic hamstring stretch as we do this. 4 more. Last 3. You got 2 more. And then this is your last one, but we've reached that leg long. As we flex the foot, we drop the right heel under the bar, we point, and we go for 10. Single leg calf raises, 9. 8, this one's already burning, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep that leg up, 2, 1, foot meets the bar, shake out that leg, and enjoy a stretch. This is my weaker leg. And then you're gonna bring the carriage in, and we are going to change our springs. We're going to switch the springs to 1 blue spring, or 1 medium spring. So this exercise, if you want to make this harder, you're going to go down in springs so that we work that core. But if you need more support, just add your lightest spring to your medium spring. So hands are going to come to the bar, feet against those shoulder rests. Nice long line from the crown of your head to your tailbone, all the way through your spine. You're just going to start to press away with the arms. So just looking straight in front of you, kind of down at the floor. Only going as far as you feel comfortable, and then pulling in with the arms. We're just going to start like this, and then we're going to kind of layer on a little bit. Making sure you keep your breath. If you feel it's going into your low back, that's a good indication to maybe add that light spring to help support you. If you feel like you're clearing the whole length of the reformer with a lot of ease, that might be a good indication that you need to go a little bit lighter with your springs to make things harder. But you do what's comfortable for you. Hopefully your core feels pretty warm by now. And make sure you're not poking your butt. I see a lot of the time is people they'll get out here, but then they'll tuck the knees in to pull them in. But that's where we want all the work to be, is we want your core to shake as you come in. So now for some layering. If you're okay with where we were, you just keep going there. Otherwise, you're going to press kind of halfway out. It's not all the way, just halfway. You're going to pause. Keep your body looking forward. Your arm comes out to the side. Feel those obliques fire up a little bit more. Bring your hand back to the bar. Switch. And then pull yourself in. So the challenge here is not to rotate out to the arm that's going off to the side. So taking our limbs away from midline, creating more work for the body. And in. This feels great. You're going to start to feel these obliques if you haven't already. Good, we've got 2 more. And then last one. Awesome job. From here, we're going to grab the straps. I'm still going to be on that blue spring because that's typically enough for me. But you can add a white if you want more resistance. So with this exercise, more resistance is going to be more work. Grabbing those straps, starting on your bum, chest wide, shoulders down. You're going to start arcing those arms up to shoulder height and then just back down by your sides. And up and down. Making sure this doesn't go into the neck once again. If it is, you might have too many springs on. Now if you're comfortable here, you can stay here. But if we want to kind of turn this up a bit, as you reach the arms, you're going to come up to a tall kneeling, tucking that tailbone, and then coming back down. So you're going to feel this in your thighs now as well. Open the hips, feel those glutes. Let's do 3 more here. Two more. Last one. And down. You're going to reach those arms forward. Little circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those fingertips together and apart. We'll go for 10 for our chest, our hug-a-tree. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Press. Bring those hands by your side. Coming off the bum a little bit, I'm going to tuck my toes under. My butt's going to be a little bit off my heels, so hands by my face. We're going to go into a shoulder press or an overhead press. We're going to try for 10. Feeling really spicy already. And the shoulders, last 5. You can do it. 4. You're tipped forward a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. And then you can circle your arms down by your sides. You're just going to hook the straps on the back there. We're going to add a red to our blue, and we're going to be laying down. I'm going to have my headrest up. We're going to be doing hands and straps next. Okay, so I'm going to be laying flat. My straps are ready to grab, and they're going to be in my hands. Tailbone is heavy, ribs are heavy, legs and tabletop. Just starting with a nice slow arc down, giving you a chance to really set up that neutral spine. Pulling from under the armpits. Making sure you can still see your fingertips and your fingernails as your shoulders and your hands come back with the straps. And then when you're ready, you're going to reach one leg long and then back to tabletop. So you're going to alternate legs. With each press you reach, point those toes. Now you're going to add an ab curl. You reach, you curl, and deep inhale, exhale. We're going to add a bit of rotation, so you reach the right leg long, you curl, but now you rotate to the left and down and center. You reach the left leg long, you reach and rotate right. We're going to do 6 like this. That was 2. That was 3. Last one here. Now you're going to curl, reach both legs, and bicycle legs. Switch for 10. 9. Keep scooping and reaching. 8. 7. 6. Scoop more. 5. 4. 3. Press. 2. 1. And then release the arms and come on down. We're going to go right into some feet and straps here to end off the session. Lots of core, lots of arms for this class. I feel like I usually do a lot of glute focus, so it's nice to really get that upper body. Let's start with a bent knee. Tailbone is heavy, feet parallel. We're just going to start with a nice leg press. Standing tall in the straps and bringing them back to a bend. Now if a red and a blue isn't hard enough, please feel free to add more springs here. I do want you to get the most out of this. I want you to feel the legs working. So 2 red springs or 2 heavy springs would be nice, or heavier. Make sure that you do change the springs so that it's a good workout for you. You can make this workout really easy, or you can make it really hard. Good. On this next one, you're going to press from narrow to wide, and then back in narrow. Four more like this. Three. Last 2. And then after this last one, you're going to bring heels together, toes apart. We're going to go into a nice frog bend. So keeping those heels together, externally rotated, squeezing the heels as you press away. Feeling those inner thighs here, feeling strong in the legs, starting to feel a shake, feeling a burn. You've worked hard today. After this next one, you're going to hold the legs straight out, keeping the heels together, keeping that squeeze, and like you're holding a little peanut between your heels. You're going to reach the legs up, arcing them, and then pressing down, pressing from under the bum. Again, you're holding that peanut between your heels, making sure the tailbone doesn't lift as your legs come up, making sure the spine doesn't lift away from the carriage as your feet go down. So maintaining that neutral spine, keeping the squeeze so you really feel those inner thighs. Feeling it all the way from heel to pubic bone. Now what you're going to do is on this next one, you're going to arc those legs down. You're going to do like a half circle. So if the legs come out and up, then they come back down to the middle and then arc up. So you're doing like the smiley portion of a smiley face. So like the smile of a smiley face going up to the cheeks, back in. Still externally rotated. Really feeling this in my inner thighs. Just a few more like so. Last one here. And then you're gonna bring your heels together. We're gonna finish off with a Peter Pan. So you're gonna bend, basically bending one leg out to the side, the other stays straight. So I'm gonna bend my left knee, keeping my pelvis level, my other leg just kind of comes out to the side with this strap. I push in with my left leg back to center. Right leg bends, left leg stays straight, pushing in with that bent leg. It's really easy for the strap that's pulling your straight leg to the side to pull your whole pelvis over. That's what we're controlling. So you want to keep tailbone heavy, pelvis is totally still. This is all coming from your inner thighs, your hip muscles. So one leg is bending like the frog, the other is straight like we just did with our little half circle. You can play around with this, so you can press in with the leg that's straight to feel more inner thighs as opposed to pressing back to center with the bent leg. So play around with it, see what feels good. We're going to do one more each side. Heels together, feet point up, and just enjoying a hamstring stretch here. You can bend one knee to get into a deeper stretch with the other, kind of like pedaling the knees. Feels okay for your bum to come up, you can have it coming up. If you want to get in through those inner thighs, you can do a stretch like we were in our Peter Pan, but just holding and controlling with the strap, so pulling that leg up to the side. Making sure you do both sides. And then finishing off with a butterfly, or if you like happy baby, that's another nice one that you can do. And then feet are going to come out of the straps. Feet are going to finish off this workout with a nice mermaid stretch. We did lots of work through our core and our arms, so let's just get a nice spinal stretch in through our spine here. So I'm going to do this on blue and a white spring. So once we're on our blue and a white spring, we're going to bring the back leg against the shoulder rests, and then our hand to the bar. Trying to get as heavy as we can through our hips. If your bum's lifting and you really can't get it down, that's okay. We're going to press with our hand, reach up and over with the other, trying to keep that right hip reaching down. If your right arm is the one that's lifting, reaching through the fingertips, and then stacking tall. We press and reach, and we stack tall. We're going to do 3 more. That's 2. And last one. And then we're going to go to the other side, and we'll do 5 mermaid here. The stretch always feels so nice. Make sure you're not just leaning into it. Feel the side of your body making that letter C curving over, trying to keep that hip down and heavy. Last 2. Last one. Thank you for joining me for another quick reformer workout. That was a blast. That was a lot of hard work and a lot of work on the arms and the core. I'm hoping to get another video out in about a week or so, but please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share with a friend, and like my video, and comment what you would like to see more of. Thank you.